Welcome once again to Commander by Danon. Today's video was brought to us by Patreon supporter Valeri. Huge thanks to Valeri and the rest of my Patreon supporters. Valeri reached out asking for a dragon deck led by Karrthus, Tyrant of Jund, and I was more than happy to build it for him. If you're enjoying my content, please like and subscribe. I really appreciate the support, and if you like the deck list, consider sharing this video as well. Karrthus, Tyrant of Jund is a 7-mana 7/7 legendary dragon with flying and haste. When Karrthus enters the battlefield, we gain control of all dragons, and then untap all dragons. Other dragon creatures we control have haste. Karrthus is the last thing you want to see hit the battlefield when you have dragons on your side, because after he comes down, you won't have any dragons on your side. They will instead be pointed at you. Now, Karrthus may have gone down a bit in popularity, but dragons are still the single most common creature type according to EDHREC, so he is still to be feared. Honestly, I think fewer people are playing him with the rise of Spell Table, but I think that has more to do with theft decks being harder to play when you can't just reach over the table and take a card. Now, before we get to our deck list, a quick word from our sponsor, Ultimate Guard. For the past few years, Ultimate Guard has been hard at work finding ways to protect your cards without damaging the planet, and they have discovered it. Boulders, once made entirely of plastic, are now made of 87% renewable resources. They also come in a variety of sizes and colors, including this new brown 133 card box. If you're like me, you have a ton of decks, want a little bit of space for your tokens in your deck boxes, and don't want those boxes filling up an entire suitcase, then this box is the perfect solution. Find it if your local game store carries the new Return to Earth boulders from Ultimate Guard, or click on the link down below to order yourself one from Amazon. In order to build a functional commander deck, you need lots of different pieces, which is why I try to rely on my handy-dandy checklist. 50 mana sources, usually split between 37 lands and 13 pieces of ramp, 10 pieces of card advantage, 8 to 10 pieces of spot removal, 2 to 3 board wipes, 2 pieces of graveyard hate, and 1 sudden I win card. One last announcement before we get into our video. In addition to streaming on Twitch, I will be dual streaming on a new YouTube channel as well. Check out Gaming with Danon if you want to catch me live. Command Tower, Exotic Orchard, Bloodstained Mire, Wooded Foothills, Verdant Catacombs, Marsh Flats, Scalding Tarn, Misty Rainforest, Zeatora's Proving Ground, Blood Crypt, Stomping Ground, Overgrown Tomb, Luxury Suite, Spire Garden, Undergrowth Stadium, Haunted Ridge, Rockfall Vale, Deathcap Glade, Dragon Skull Summit, Rootbound Crag, Woodland Cemetery, Raucous Theater, Commercial District, Underground Mortuary, Bajuka Bog, 4 forests, 3 swamps, and 4 mountains make up the land base for our deck. Soul Ring, Arcane Signet, Dragon's Horde, Ignoble Hierarch, Ryvaz of the Claw, Ganex Astral Hunter, Old Gnawbone, Goldspan Dragon, Sarkhan Fireblood, 3 Visits, Rampant Growth, Farseek, Nature's Lore, Cultivate, Kodama's Reach, Skyshroud Claim, and Descent into Avernus help us to ramp out and stay ahead of the curve. Dragonborn Champion, Ancient Brass Dragon, Demonic Tutor, Vampiric Tutor, Stinging Study, Last March of the Ents, Painful Truths, Read the Bones, Big Score, Explore, Reanimate, and Jeska's Will help us to ramp out and stay ahead of the curve. Sarkhan's Unsealing, a Braid, Assassin's Trophy, Beast Within, Terminate, Bedevil, Putrefy, Karrthus Will, Heroic Intervention, Chaos Warp, Return to Nature, and Rakdos Charm help us to keep our opponents in line. Incinerator of the Guilty, Crux of Fate, and Magma Quake help us to reset the board as needed. Lathless Dragon Queen, Terror of the Peaks, Atarka World Render, Scourge of Valkus, Decadent Dragon, Utvara Hellkite, Kolgan the Storm's Fury, Thrakkus the Butcher, Wrathful Red Dragon, Drakuseth Maw of Flames, Earthquake Dragon, Scourge of the Throne, Klauth Unrivaled Ancient, Savage Ventmaw, Hellkite Charger, and Belagos Witherbloom make up the core of our deck and how we plan on winning. Supporting our plan, we're also running Dragon Tempest, Maskwood Nexus, and Harmless Offering. Now that we have our deck list, let's compare it to our checklist. 53 mana sources split between 36 lands and 17 pieces of ramp. A little heavy, but dragons are expensive, so it's fine. 14 pieces of card advantage, 12 pieces of interaction, 3 board wipes, 3 pieces of graveyard hate in Bojuka Bog, Return to Nature, and Rakdos Charm, 1 Sudden I Win card in Harmless Offering. But Danon, what could our deck possibly give our opponents that would win us the game? Well, how about Maskwood Nexus? We give Maskwood Nexus to an opponent who has a large board state, turning all of their creatures into all creature types, including dragons. We then cast our commander, gaining control of all dragons. They all gain haste, we smash face, and win the game. We've even got the tutors to find our combo. Of course, we don't need to rely on a silly trick like this to win the game. We can just smash everyone with our giant hasty dragons. And if we have enough dragons on board, Kolgan the Storm's Fury would pump our board to ridiculous levels. Or Savage Ventmaw combined with Hellkite Charger means we take a ton of extra turns every combat. Not infinite, I know, but each extra combat only costs us a single mana. Or we could just use Old Gnawbone and go infinite. Whichever works. Do you have a dragon deck? Who's your commander? Leave a comment below. Thanks for tuning in. Once again, a huge shout out to my editor Cutestuff. I couldn't make these videos without her. If you'd like to hire her to edit your own videos, she can be reached at cutestuff.edits@gmail.com. Link is down below. If you're looking for ways to support the channel directly, you can head on over to patreon.com/Danon. There are several tiers to choose from. I can build a deck for you or even do a video for you. I also wanted to give a quick shout out to all of my patrons: Waffles, Jiraiya, Danny, Muffins, Marcus, Squishy, Brett, Roxy, Sean, Pob Zombie, Mark, Borgie, Nazwin, Pedro, Midge, Alex, Alex, Julio, Valeria, Conga, Ignis, RJ, Aaron, Chris, Robert, Joel, Brock, and Michael. You guys are awesome. I post new Commander Deck videos every weekday, so be sure to subscribe and ring the bell to be notified of new videos. Again, thanks for watching, and I'll see you all again next time on Commander by Danon.